This video is to show this layout that I have drawn up here, and we're using this as somewhat of an inspiration for the design. So I'll talk through the stages of installation and how the millwork will be configured here. This base unit here is going to be a 14-inch deep base unit with a 15-inch deep top to cap it. It is going to have 4 shaker doors with a center divider for the inside framing. And then the toe kick will be flush so that I can cut away the base trim and slide the unit into the base trim, and then the crown or the shoe molding can wrap around the front of the unit. What I may need to do is I may need to pull whatever cables remain to go to the media drivers down here. I may need to pull those over through the center wall so that whatever that is can be plugged in. And I'm sure there will need to be like a surge protector or something added here for multiple outlets. But we have power that I'll pull through the back of the base unit here, and then we'll do a grommet and pull the wires through as needed. So this unit is a 14-inch deep by 71 7/8 wide, 4-door standard overlay shaker door base unit with a 1-inch thick, probably stained wood top. We've eliminated the floating shelf here. We're going to mount a picture in this area here. And what we would like to do is plan for a grommet in this wood top to come through if they want to put a lamp on the stained wood top that is here. Now, the important part that I want to point out for the accessory trim and how we're going to finish this back feature wall is I'm going to plan to have a 1x8 piece pre-finished in the white, and it's going to be pre-finished on this side, and at least half of this side right here. So that 1x8 piece would fasten to the side of this, going all the way up, which is at the exact same depth as this is here. So whereas this 3/4 inch piece of plywood that they painted is attached to this, so will this. This will be as well. And that's how I arrived at that 71 7/8 width for the base unit. So with this here, what I'll be able to do is dado out a channel in the back side of it, and whatever the wall material is here would hang over the depth of the dado, and then this channel or the dado that you see here would press into it, and that will hide the edge of the board-to-board connection here. And that's something we still need to determine is what we're going to use for that wall finish there. Now, as you see here, the wall finish stretches down. So there's a reveal to the right side of the right leg that shows this material continuing. We'd like to do that because what it's going to do is it's going to take this very large surround and move it in. So I have up here marked 7 inches, which I'm hopeful that we can go more than that. But what we'd like to do is move this in, take this out, repair the floor as needed, and then stand a new breastplate leg up and in, coming further in. And then those wall boards that I'm talking about dadoing into the side of this piece would continue down and bed into the right side, the right side of the right leg right here. So we're going to have this kind of design, but we're going to show a little more of it. Now, the depth to the stone face is 17 5/8 off the wall, which goes from here to here. Since the fireplace is not coming out, we're not going to change that. What we may do is we may do a cutout on the floor and drop a hearth piece down into the cutout of the floor. And what we would like to do is match this material. This is like a matte porcelain that we should be able to find. So hopefully we can make that part of the design, and I can drop it down into the cutout like I mentioned. As far as the cap for the mantle, what we're going to try and do, and based on what we see with the vent location, is we're going to try and lower the elevation of the mantle down so that when they mount the TV above the fireplace, we can lower the elevation and have an arm that tilts it out for a better viewing angle in the room. A lot of this will be determined a week or so before I'm delivering the millwork, so I can figure out what's doing back here. But right now, the plan is just to have a simple shaker style type of recess on the breastplate and the legs surround, and then a square mantle cap. So nice clean lines, nice good edges, just a straight line finish for this design here, and we will work on that as time goes. Now, as I have that divider on the other side, it will be here too, as I'm working to bed that wall material into that 1x8 here. That bookcase that you see template going into position here is going to be 14 inches deep, whereas that's only 7 1/8. So they will meet with a flush edge at the side. And then what we're going to do with the bookcase is we're going to have a 3.5 inch flat bottom lateral rail, just like we do on the base unit to the right. And then the elevation of this shelf is going to match the elevation of the wood top on the base unit, which is 36. We'll divide this space evenly from the top of that bottom lateral rail to the bottom of this shelf that is going to kind of serve as another working surface coming from the dining area. Bisect that area in half, and then that would be the middle shelf. These should work out to where you have about a 17-inch opening here. This will be 13, this will be 13, and then a 2-inch top lateral rail. So what that does is that covers the entire layout and the installation plan.